Yes, it is. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Myles Jai, because when money talks, people listen. Let me move that out the way for now. I know you guys can hear me and all the little scratches and everything that I make. But thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching this. But Monday Night Raw, it is June 20th, 2022. I'm your host as always, Myles Jai. And I'm I was having some mixed feelings about today. On one hand, I got completely busy with my day job, and on the other hand, it didn't frustrate me, but it was also the fact that this today would have been my grandmother's 83rd birthday. It would have been her 83rd birthday. My grandmother, she was like a rock to me. Like, she really meant so much to me. She was an inspiration for me. Um she helped me have a moral compass and taught me how to treat people. Like, she was there for everything, and she made sure that if I wanted to achieve something, if I wanted something, to go after it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't go after it. I did everything that I said. I did most of the things that I said I wanted to do. I wanted to do music. I love music. I wanted to do wrestling. I actually became a wrestler till I got hurt multiple times. But sorry, excuse me. But I just wanted to kind of honor her, because one thing she wanted me to do was always be happy with everything that I do. And no matter what I do, she would always tell me, no matter what you do in life, you always want, or you always should be the best. She said that if it doesn't matter what job you take, if you are a janitor, then you be the best damn janitor that they have ever had, that they've ever seen. And I took that, and no matter what I do, I like to aim at being the best. Of course, there's gonna be somebody better, and I want to meet them so that way I can better myself. But the one phrase that stuck with me was "know your worth." That helped me out a lot, because whenever I felt like I was getting underpaid, or if I felt like I was being taken advantage of, I would know that you guys don't deserve me. If I'm being mistreated in any way, or somebody's being disrespectful for me, disrespectful towards me, then I'm out. I'm doing my own thing. And it helped guide me into some of the right spots, a lot of the right spots. So I feel like I'm exactly where I want to be and where I need to be. She's taught me so much, and I honor her by doing what I love, doing the things that I love, playing video games, making a hobby out of it, doing a podcast, acting, singing. I do all that, and I do it in the aim of being the best and loving what I do. So, for my grandmother's 83rd birthday, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to all of you who watch, all of you who subscribe, and I know my grandmother's watching, and I honor her each and every day by showing her that her grandson is the best. But with that out of the way, I do want to get into some wrestling news. Monday Night Raw has just passed. It has come and gone. And I wanted to get a few notes in because we had some stuff going on. We had some updates. Well, for starters, the the night had Bianca Belair and WWE announcing that Rhea Ripley, who was to challenge Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship, is not able to compete. This is, I believe this, from what I can hear, this is legitimate. So it sucks because I was actually interested in their match. Sorry, I'm reading the comments below in the video. One of my favorite subscribers is requesting Cody Rhodes, Edge, John Cena, and a Shield. I think I could hook that up. I think I can do that, but let me get through this first. Um, so, what it is, we had the usual parade of interruptions with like Carmella, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, and all them. They had set up for qualifying matches for the women's Money in the Bank. Nice. AEW versus Superhero. That's actually not bad. And let me make sure I got my notes correct. I'm sorry about this, you guys. But I do have it that Carmella is going to be challenging for the women's championship. And it makes sense because Carmella was actually the initial winner of the inaugural women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Both of them. Well, the inaugural one and the redo that they did on SmackDown, which was a little bit annoying, a little weird, but it kind of makes sense to have her in this, so it's not bad. I got no problem with it. Vince McMahon made another appearance. For those of you who don't know, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows by now, the Wall Street Journal had broke that there was an investigation being done on Vince McMahon about an NDA that was signed by a former paralegal that was employed by WWE. She was given $3 million in hush money, and some of the details were kind of were leaked out, and it was informed that the leak was done internally, so it had to be somebody from the board to actually leak that information that the investigation was ongoing. Now, Triple H, Stephanie, Nick Khan, they are all a part of the board of directors, but they are not a part of the investigation. They actually do. Well, they weren't a part of the investigation. They have a third party looking into this, as well as several other NDAs that were being found. They said that it ranged in the millions for the money that was put towards these NDAs. Now, it doesn't look good because keep in mind you have an executive, a board member, who is handing out NDAs left and right. All these women having to sign these NDAs, and is it unfair with each woman? Who knows? We didn't get all the details. I do know that there was one where it was an intern. It was actually a young intern. So we got a Monica Lewinsky thing going on here. But there was that, and it was really it's a really interesting story because this is the closest thing to take down Vince since the steroid trial. Because the steroid trial was the thing that was really gonna take him. You do what I do if I get 100 subs. If I get 100 subs, if I get 100 subs, I will do. I will do a lot. I can do a live podcast with one of my subscribers, and I'll promote. I'll promote whatever project that they're doing. I will, like, I will show. I will highlight one of my subscribers, one of my lucky subscribers. So you do AEW vs Superhero Battle Royal. We'll face Reigns. Can you do this after this match? AEW versus Superhero Battle Royal, and the winner will face Roman Reigns. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to actually go on to Community Creations and look up some superheroes that I can download because I haven't been creating as much as I should. But with Vince McMahon, the whole thing with Vince, the issue is not even the affair. It's more so the amount of NDAs that have been put out. Because what is going on sort of where he has to have them sign NDAs? Like, are you doing something that horrible? But oh no, I'm going way off topic here. But Vince McMahon is, I mean, superhero. Vince McMahon is just couldn't help himself because he says that because in his mind any press is good press. He sees a lot of attention that's being drawn onto him, so obviously take advantage of it. So he comes out on First off, he comes out on SmackDown. Comes off on SmackDown, and he walks out to the ring, and then he says, like, he mentions how thankful he is of the fans and how it's then, now, forever, and together, and saying that we're all in this together. So he's basically trying to let people know, like, hey, we're all in this together. If I go down, you guys go down. He was pretty much saying that. It's not really much that he's saying, for real. He just wanted to come out, and they were boasting about this all throughout the night. And with all that attention on him, he figured why not use this as a way to boost up the ratings, saying that Vince McMahon is going to make an appearance. So he made an appearance, just said some stuff that really didn't matter, and that was it. Welcome to SmackDown. Excuse me. It is late, but with that, he does the same exact thing here on Raw. Comes out to Monday Night Raw, and he pretty much mentions the whole thing of John Cena being his 20th year in pro wrestling. Yeah, if I can get to 100 subscribers, I will definitely put you on an episode of my podcast. But Vince McMahon, he just wants to get that. He wants to get that. He wants to get that ratings. He wants to get that ratings. He wants to get that. Um, he wants to utilize whatever he can. So probably he might show up. I doubt that he's gonna show up on SmackDown again. But it wouldn't surprise me if he showed up in the opening of SmackDown. And on the YouTube video, they actually disabled the comments on that. I wonder why. Somebody mentioned the new Thor movie. Yes, I mentioned the new. Yes, I've seen the new Thor. The trailer for the new Thor movie. I'm very interested in it. But if I keep reading the comments, I'm gonna get sidetracked and not be able to finish what I'm here for, actually, which is to talk about Monday Night Raw. We also had Omos pinning Matt Riddle in a qualifying match for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. It kind of sucks because because Riddle just got off of a feud with Roman Reigns, and this would have been a chance to at least have a small little glimmer of hope that he was going to make it in there and that he was going to somehow get his revenge on Roman by cashing in on him. But it is what it is. Then you had Seth Rollins come out and curb stomp him. So it looks like we got a Riddle and Rollins feud going. Speaking of nonsensical and jump over here feuds, we had the Miz TV segment where the Miz actually kind of egged on AJ Styles, who you would think would be in the middle of having a feud with Judgment Day. Whether it be still having a feud with Judgment Day, or especially with the new leader, Finn Balor. But I think that they're holding off on Judgment Day until they can get everything right. So you have that. Then you have Bobby Lashley getting interrupted by Theory. Theory came to the center of the ring, and he was taking a few shots he was posing, and he took a few shots at John Cena. I'm sorry, I got it backwards. Because it was Theory who was in the ring. And Bobby Lashley interrupted him, and he hit him with a spear. And we actually ended up having a gauntlet match later on in the night. We had Angelo Dawkins defeat Jey Uso with sit-out powerbomb. Kind of a nothing match. Of course, the Street Profits might be the next contenders for the unified WWE Tag Team Championships. So there we are. I mean, the tag team division is pretty much dead anyway. So I really don't have much interest in it, but it's interesting. It's still interesting to look at anyway. But we had a video segment where we had Elias and Ezekiel, because we had the return of Elias. Elias returned. There was a segment of Elias and Ezekiel sitting down, just talking, and they gave each other a little fist bump at the end, and that was it. Elias comes out, and he has his little. He starts to do the concert. He's interrupted by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, who swears up and down that Elias and Ezekiel are the exact same. And then you had Ezekiel on the screen saying, "Yeah, I've been trying to tell you that we're not the same person. There he is. Here I am. What can you say?" And it's obviously him, but it's hilarious because this is a lot. Because it's a lot of fun. I'll say it's a lot of fun. I'll say it's a lot of fun to have this. You said WWE versus AEW. Who would win? It's not that simple. It depends on if you have AEW versus WWE. It depends on who you have against who. I mean, you think about Roman Reigns versus who? I mean, the pairings that you would have. One of the pairings that I probably would have, obviously, that everybody would have, is The Miz versus MJF. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. We've already seen that, actually. CM Punk is a little bit older. If you actually did have CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, then I would give it to Roman because right now, because Roman is a lot more experienced and he's at the apex of his career. John Moxley. John Moxley versus Roman Reigns. John Mox. I would still put Roman over. Don't get me wrong, but Moxley has been in tremendous health. He has been amazing. So I would still put Roman over, but then again, you could have it so that John Moxley is the one guy that Roman just can't take down. Seth Rollins versus Daniel Bryan, we've seen that before. We legit have seen that before. But I would for that one I would actually give it to Bryan Danielson. I'm sorry, Bryan Danielson. There's a difference between Daniel Bryan and Bryan Danielson. Daniel Bryan is WWE. And Daniel Bryan is a lot more aggressive than he was when he was in WWE. Oh yeah, who win the Royal Rumble? Well, I want to see who will. it's way too early to do Royal Rumble predictions. It's way too early. If anything, if it means anything, I would definitely. I'd probably have or that I probably would go with believe it or not, I would go with Cody. It would make sense because Cody is gonna be out for the rest of the year. With that pectoral tear, tore his pectoral clean off the bone. He had surgery, so right now he is um he is in the middle of healing. What you do if John Moxley or Punk, they're not returning. Keep in mind, John Moxley and CM Punk are not coming back to WWE. If anybody ever comes back, it is definitely not them, and it's definitely not Bryan either. I know, I know. There's some other wrestlers, but these guys are made men. They got exactly what they want. They're making a lot of money. They are not going back to WWE, especially CM Punk. If you There's no way that CM Punk will ever go back. I I thought that Cody. I thought the same thing about Cody. Honestly, I thought that Cody would never go back because as much as he bashes WWE, that he wouldn't dream of coming back. But I always thought that he had a little bit of unfit. I personally always thought that he had a little bit of unfinished business when it came to WWE. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. But like, I just, I just really, with all the litigation issues that have been going on, or that have went on with CM Punk, the fact that he had taken them to court, well, they had taken him to court for defamation. He had to fight to get his worth in, because he was in the video game at the time, 2K15, and he had to fight to get the money off for that. Like there's too much bad blood for him to come back anytime soon. John Moxley, he doesn't have a reason to come back. He's doing well. He is the top guy in AEW. He's the top guy in AEW. Um, well, if anybody's to return, there's somebody I can't think right off the top of my head. I can't think right off the top of my head, but um, I know that there's at least I know there's somebody out there that somebody that's in AEW right now that would return. I gotta rethink and look back on some of my notes on who it is, because I know for a fact that FTR wants to go back to WWE at some point. I know that, and right now they're one of the best tag teams. They really don't have much that they don't really have much that they would need in WWE. They already won all their tag team titles. They won this, if I'm not mistaken, FTR won the NXT tag team titles, the Raw tag team titles, and the SmackDown tag team titles. So there's not much left for them to accomplish. MJF going to WWE, I can see that happening, and WWE will be fools not to sign this guy up. Like, I know that they were gonna throw as much money as they can on him to get him to sign, but I just don't know how MJF would work in a PG environment. Will they give him some leeway to make sure that his character works? I don't know. I know that they did everything to appease Cody, like the whole pyro. They made sure that he had pyro, as much pyro as he wants. They made sure that he had his music as well. Kingdom by Downstraight. But you're saying Kenny Omega versus Roman Reigns? Yes. Now that would be an amazing match. I would love to see them go at it. Kenny Omega versus Roman Reigns. Who would go over in that? Now, me personally, I would put Kenny Omega over. I would personally put Kenny Omega over. But that's me being in charge. So, getting back to Raw. We had Elias be interrupted by Kevin Owens, and I already mentioned that. Well, he ended up knocking out Kevin Owens and then hitting him with the guitar.
The following contest
doing the whole,
is an 8-man battle royal,
Jeff Jarrett
making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 273.
So we also had Bobby Lashley running the gauntlet, going against American Alpha,
motivated competitors in this match, looking to steal the show and capture the attention of the entire WWE Universe.
Chad Gable. And then finally Austin Theory. He ended up hitting Austin. He ended up beating them, but he ended up hitting Austin Theory with a. What was it, like a crate? I think it was like a cradle. Because he was about to hit him with the A-Town down. And Bobby Lashley moved out of it.
The look of focus and determination on his face. He wants to show the world that he can compete.
And he ended up getting the win.
Here we go, guys.
We had AJ Styles defeating Tommaso Ciampa. And yeah, he's just Ciampa right now. It seems like they got rid of the whole the Tommaso. Like they do with most people when they get to the main roster. They get rid of their first name, or they get rid of their last name, one or the other. They did it to Big E, Cesaro, Sheamus, because Big E was Big E Langston. Cesaro was Antonio Cesaro. And Sheamus was Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. So, and then we also had a Money in the Bank qualifying match.
And from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 258 pounds,
Becky Lynch versus Asuka, which was the match that was advertised.
I don't always agree with it, but this superstar isn't afraid to come out here and take things by force.
Oh, you
hypocrite. With that,
I'll just wait until another
superstar,
one you don't like, Saxton, decides to come out and take what they want, and we'll see how you respond then.
Asuka actually ended up winning.
His game
Sorry, look at my notes.
He is competing
Asuka ended up actually winning the match with a stiff kick to the head. Like that. I think that's her new finisher. It should be. It looked devastating. The way she does her kicks and cell job that Becky did was amazing.
And from Queens, New York, weighing in at 159
Becky Lynch is out of the Money in the Bank ladder match right now.
Morales.
If I'm not mistaken, they still have a few more. If I'm not mistaken, I think they have.
Where's the horse? What are you talking about?
Yeah, what horse?
The high horse. This superstar always seems
Kenny
to be
Omega
on.
coming
Did
to
Jerry
WWE.
Lawler write that line for you?
No. I don't think that he's coming because He does so many, because he's such an international star. I would love to see him in WWE. I really would.
Pounds, Nolan Omega Gray Sean.
Gentlemen, this has all the makings of an all-time classic match, and I fully expect it to deliver.
I think it's the fact that he's an executive. He's an executive for AEW, just like how Cody was. But I really just don't believe that he is going to come to WWE anytime soon. He's tied in with his contract, and he's been, when he was healthy, he was on such a roll.
And representing the New Day from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 285 pounds.
Ooh, that is a good match. Kenny Omega versus Seth Rollins. That match would tear down the house. No joke, that match would tear down the house. That was a
step here tonight. Big E's ready for battle.
Yeah. That would definitely tear down the house. I would love this. I would gladly pay money for that one. But all in all, Raw was kind of a normally Raw would have a build up for the pay-per-view weekly.
Just look at the swagger on display. I love it. Swagger.
It seemed like they threw all their build up all the way up into this particular
Well, the
Raw.
WWE Universe clearly disagrees with you, Corey.
What else is new? This is a guy who always seeks out the highest level of competition, and I think he'll get it tonight.
Right now the cards seems to be as such for Money in the Bank.
One of the best
we have
superstars
Bianca Belair
around.
defending the Raw Women's Championship against Carmella. We have the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, which is Seth Rollins, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, Omos, Shinsuke Nakamura, and right now it's between Shinsuke Nakamura and Sammy. And then there's 2 more slots. Well, 3 more slots after that.
With this superstar.
Well, Byron,
For
every
the
superstar in that locker room is being paid to
women's
compete.
Money in the Bank ladder match, we have Lacey Evans, Lacey Evans, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Asuka, and then either Leah or Shotzi, depending on who wins their match this Friday. We'll find out Friday night, Michael. And then there's 2 more slots.
This highly anticipated battle
Then
royal has begun.
we have the match for the SmackDown Women's Championship, which is Natalia versus Ronda Rousey, the champion. And honestly, Ronda needs a lot of work. Ronda needs a lot of work. Boy, she needs somebody to speak for her. I would really have loved if Paige stayed on and actually had Paige speak to Ronda. I think that's not a bad idea.
Oh man, check out this power. Can you guys believe the power?
Then we have, like I said before, we have Theory taking on Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship. Bobby Lashley is already here. And then we finally have the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships on the line. The Usos from the Bloodline will be defending against the Street Profits. So we are up, and they want the smoke.
You can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him.
And we want the smoke.
Took the wind right out of you. Side slam.
That was incredible.
So, Money in the Bank doesn't seem to be too bad. It's just that the build-up hasn't been what it should be. And I'll be honest with you. Vince sold the WWE Network in the US to people for over $1 billion. for over $1 billion. No joke. So right now, they don't care.
Oh man, you can see he is feeling it now. Setting up an elimination here.
I mean, they pretty much need them now. So it really doesn't matter. These premium live events, who cares? Roman Reigns is not even going to be. He's the champion, and he's not even going to be in the pay-per-view.
These debilitating forearm strikes.
Speaking of, we are back to square one when it comes to the main event scene, because the main event scene is dead. I got the previous point. But the winner of this will go on to face Roman Reigns and Tribal Chief. I think he's made more appearances on my video game than he has in real life. But people wanted to get the title off of Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar was going to just sit at home and do nothing. Now we got big. Now we got let's see. Now we got Roman Reigns sitting here. Yeah, he's exerting because he's been working like crazy. But at the same time, like, this is what happens. This is what happens when you merge the two titles. Because normally you have one dominant, you have one champion on one show, then you have another champion on the other show, and when one is down with an injury or needs some time off or whatever, then you can still promote the other champion. Or you can have that champion main event some show. But no, they rather have one main event.
Has been eliminated. This is a powerful way to eliminate someone. A competitor has been eliminated.
So it is what it is. They pretty much backed themselves in their corner because right now their original plan was supposed to be Randy Orton coming back and challenging
hung up on the top rope.
Roman Reigns. But Roman Reigns is without a challenge for the moment. We don't have anybody that's at his level. You will never ever get on my level. Jeez, I hope. But they pretty much. But what it is, Randy Orton was supposed to come back. Randy Orton is having some back issues, and he's pretty much out for the rest of the year.
Just sending a message there.
And if it wasn't for that, then we would have had them going at it.
Look at this.
Instead of having Brock Lesnar 41, 2, 3, like the 7th or 8th time. No joke. That's if you include Triple Threat and 34. Like, I'm completely done, burned out with Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. It's been them two since WrestleMania 31.
And he's asking for more.
Just tired of it. I mean, honestly, they could have plugged anybody. They could have plugged Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, which Seth Rollins planted some seeds saying that he's destined to cash in on Roman Reigns.
Oh man, check out this power! Oh, what a gut! Took the wind right out of you.
But it is what it is. This is what happens when you book yourself into a sheet. Not just playing. This is what happens. when you put all these eggs in a basket and you don't try to build up other stars. You don't have anybody that's believable to take Roman Reigns down. In fact, who can you take down? If ever his match against Riddle, he beat Riddle, and he said that he's beating everybody. Who's left? Because there isn't anybody left. He's taking down everybody. I think he's even taking down. I gotta go back. I think he had his match against.
To eliminate someone.
I think he had his match against Goldberg, but I can't remember. All right, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen,
If you ever want to catch this or the rest of this video, by all means, swing back on up here. And we're gonna try to post up some more videos too.
He decides. Jeez. He's got his best opportunity right in front of him. Superman punch!
Looks like we're gonna have the Hulk winning this.
let him break his arm. Vicious. And he's taking on a persistent assault. He's going to have to dig out of this in a hurry.
He made Omni-Man bleed. But leave in the comments below your thoughts on the main event scene of the main event scene in WWE. AEW has its own problems. Like, I just really want to know what the end game is with the MJF situation. Like, what are we doing with that?
Here is your winner, Hulk!
An important victory for him in this match.
You put in the work and good things happen. That's a performance that everybody should hope to emulate.
So let's have this. So now we had the Hulk win. Let's have the Hulk take on the Tribal Chief. I went back too far. Oh, and in regards of the Unified Championships, I believe, I'm putting it out there, by the time Survivor Series rolls around, they're going to split the titles up again. We're going to have 2 world champions again by then. You want me to play as the Hulk? Just know that Roman Reigns is going to get decimated. He is going to get victimized, brutalized by the one and only Incredible Hulk. Let's set the stage. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. WrestleMania 38, the grandest stage of them all. Oh my, I'm feeling high. My money is gone. I'm all alone. Like 1, 2, 3, the world keeps turning. Oh, what a day. What a day, what a day. Peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. If your knowledge were your worth, then it would be well earned. If we were made in His image, then call us by our names. Most intellects cannot believe in God, but
the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 388 pounds.
No,
big time match on tap. When the competition level is this high, you can bet it will be memorable. Look at the focus and drive in his eyes. Ready to prove he's the best this division has to offer.
I should have. WrestleMania. Acknowledge me. And there we go. Tribal Chief himself, the head of the table, the needle mover, the one and only Roman Reigns.
And his opponent, accompanied by his special counsel, Paul Heyman, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
Why should he have to?
It's Roman Reigns time, folks. Oh, great.
Yeah, signifying who is the champion. He's held that title for over almost 700 days now. No, I'm actually gonna go after this. Oh, spoiler alert. I'm actually looking it up. Like, how many days has Roman held the Universal Championship? Yeah, he's held it for over 657
that the champ
days.
Was actually asking for this to be a title match, but the officials backstage wouldn't allow it. That is how competitive
when he defended against Riddle, that was the first time that he defended the title since WrestleMania. I'm probably not gonna be live tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually, what am I saying? I should be live tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing a Twitch stream too. But Wednesday I might not be live. I got some things I gotta take care of. And then I'm also trying to prepare for my birthday weekend. I'm gonna take some time off, so by all means, if you guys happen to
You're looking at
spend some money on me.
Whoa! With experience comes confidence. There's nothing you can throw at this competitor that can phase him in the slightest.
He'll be looking to utilize that wisdom in this matchup.
And then there's Roman Reigns, who comes into this match with the same smug confidence we've come to expect from him.
You'd be smug too if you were Roman Reigns. He's a powerhouse superstar who tends to get whatever he wants. And tonight, he wants to win. Tossed into the corner.
side of the face.
He's done.
Roman Reigns has become ruthless in that ring. How do you fight back against that kind of dominance?
Wow.
When facing Roman Reigns, it's all about picking your spots. Reigns will run right over you if you let him, so you have to be quick on your feet and only attack when
I'm going to be live
you have
tomorrow.
a guarantee of success.
Oh, man, Roman Reigns is busted up.
And just like that, he sent crashing to the floor.
What in the world?
Look at him. Wow. Pride and poise personified.
What a punch. Reigns turns that around.
Reversal on top of reversal.
Reigns is getting dismantled here.
This is how you counter Roman's dominance, by carefully choosing when to attack.
Oh, smash.
Oh, an axe handle. Stomping down.
Now would be the time for everyone to clear out.
Easier said than done. They are not concerned about anyone else's well-being.
What's he got as signature? Superman punch and a clubbing forearm strikes.
He heads outside, countouts.
First time that I saw you, girl, it was a warm and sunny day. All I know is that I wanted you. I really hoped you looked my
Eagle in this
way.
match. He's in, under the ropes.
You
And
mean a
this match
glitch?
will head back to the ring.
I don't think it's a glitch. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Reigns is facing some
I don't know
serious
what move
trouble.
that is, but I like it.
Wrong side of this exchange.
And like it busted him open early.
One after another.
Oh, these debilitating forearm strikes.
First time that I saw you, girl, it was a warm and sunny day. All I know is that I wanted you.
Striking.
I really hope you look my way. You smiled at me so warm and sweet.
Reversal by
I
Reigns.
should not
Reigns
speak.
looking pretty
You
sharp.
made me feel like you beautiful.
Kicks out before the
You need
two
more
count.
than that.
Right now, I just don't know
Take
what
me
it's
down.
going to take.
What did you do to me? Now what
Kick to
am
the
I
gut.
supposed to do? How can I want you for myself?
Rear
You're
chin lock, and now
always
just rapid fire punches.
Let him have this moment. He's earned it.
The time was
Wow, Reigns nailed it.
he rocked the whole.
Makes the cover.
But it's not enough.
Somehow, some way, escapes defeat. Still alive.
Reigns now realizing that he's facing an even tougher level of opponent than usual tonight.
Kick to the gut.
Nope.
And an answer for the big dog.
Lining up Reigns. Opportunities like this rarely open up.
What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, bear hug.
Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of that.
He's got the bear hug.
Was in a bad way.
Yeah, Roman Reigns. It could be the end of his reign.
And Reigns fights out of it.
Cinched in. Gotta find a way out and catch your breath.
There's no quit whatsoever. Raining down elbows and escaping the bear hug.
There they go. And he'll leave the ring for this next stretch.
I just kicked out. I kept on tapping. I got some good fingers.
Goes under the ropes to get back inside.
facing the hard camera. Those clubbing blows. Time to finish this. Oh, Roman Reigns.
He's taking some good hits.
Oh.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Nope. Hulk said nope. I'm not finished with you. I'm not finished with you. Hulk smash.
We've already seen a few shots delivered up in that region.
Up. Bring it around town. Bring it around town.
Round and around we go. Oh, tossed aside.
May have just vanquished Reigns.
Is that it?
The cover. 2, 3. Finally, it's over.
Roman Reigns receiving his first loss.
Impressive win for him here.
Call animal control. Someone just claimed Roman Reigns' yard here tonight.
Oh, but he's not done yet. I'm not finished with you.
Oh, look at mounting and now the punches hammering away.
Ruthless.
One after another.
Ooh, well measured. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
This is not going to be good.
Relentless. Oh!
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Swinging. The king of swing.
And
He might go all night.
there we go.
Just tossed. She get airline miles for that.
The fans are chanting for one more
This
time.
crowd is deafening, and he's asking for more.
But it's done. Just like how I'm done. You guys, thanks so much for watching. I had a lot of fun with this and talking about Raw, state of WWE, and things like that. I'm gonna go more in depth on my podcast. So if you guys happen to follow me on my podcast, Four Corners of Entertainment, I'm on Spotify. I'm on iTunes now, or Apple Music. I'm on Stitcher Radio. I'm on pretty much everything that you can find your podcast on. So, with that being said, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and each other. And remember, when money talks, people listen. Till next time.